Right now, inside your body, something is happening that most people never notice. You think your body is just sitting there, calmly holding energy, saving calories like money in a locked bank account. But that's not how it works. Not even close. Inside you, your system is constantly deciding one thing. Should I save energy, or should I spend it freely? And most of the time, without you realizing it, your body chooses saving. It slows processes down. It holds on to stored fuel. It becomes efficient, almost too efficient, like a factory that refuses to run its machines unless absolutely necessary. But here's the strange part. There are moments when that entire system flips, when your body stops acting like a cautious saver and starts behaving like an active spender. Because what happens next is the real shift most people never feel. Think of your body like a massive internal economy. Every cell is a worker, every organ is a department, and energy is the currency. When you're inactive, sitting for long hours or under chronic stress, the economy goes into conservation mode. It reduces spending. It delays decisions. It stores everything just in case. But when you start walking, even lightly, something begins to change in that economy. And this is where it gets interesting. Because your body doesn't need extreme workouts to change its behavior. It only needs a signal that life is happening again. Now imagine this. You take your first steps after sitting for a long time. At first, nothing dramatic happens. It feels normal. Simple movement. Almost too simple to matter. But inside, your muscles immediately send a message. We are active now. Blood flow increases slightly. Oxygen demand rises. Your nervous system wakes up like a city turning its lights back on, one district at a time. But here's the part most people miss. It reevaluates energy strategy based on movement. And now the timeline begins. In the first few minutes of walking, your body is still cautious. It's using easily available fuel, stored sugar in your blood and muscles. It's like a system testing the environment before making big decisions. Everything is still controlled, nothing dramatic yet. But signals are being exchanged at high speed. Your heart rate adjusts slightly. Your breathing becomes more structured. Your brain starts receiving more oxygen. And deep inside your cells, tiny engines called mitochondria begin to wake up from low power mode. But this is just the beginning. Because this is where most people stop, but this is where it starts. As you continue walking, something important shifts in your internal economy. Your body realizes this is not a sudden emergency movement. This is sustained, rhythmic activity, and that changes everything. Now your system stops thinking in save mode and starts thinking in supply mode. It begins unlocking stored energy pathways. Fat stores which were previously ignored start to become relevant again. Not aggressively, not dramatically, but strategically, like opening reserve accounts when steady spending is required. And now watch this. Your muscles are no longer just consuming energy. They are requesting it in a pattern, a rhythm, a predictable demand. And the body loves predictable demand. Because unpredictable demand causes stress. But rhythmic demand creates efficiency. This is where fat oxidation begins to rise. Not as a sudden explosion, but as a controlled, increasing process. Your system starts mixing fuel sources instead of relying only on quick sugar. And this is the shift most people never understand. You are not burning fat randomly. You are teaching your body how to spend energy differently. Now the peak phase begins. After consistent walking, your internal system reaches a state where energy flow becomes smoother. Your cells are no longer hesitant. They are active participants in a steady energy cycle. Blood circulation becomes more efficient. Even your brain starts to operate differently, releasing chemicals that improve focus and reduce mental noise. It feels subtle on the outside, but inside, it is a coordinated upgrade. Think of it like this. A city that was once dimly powered is now running full infrastructure again. Not wasting energy, not freezing it, just using it properly. But here's the part most people miss. This isn't just happening during walking. It continues after you stop. In the after effect phase, your body doesn't immediately return to full conservation mode. Instead, it stays slightly elevated. Your metabolism remains more active than before. Your cells remain more sensitive to energy demand. This is called metabolic adaptation, and it means your body is learning that movement is normal, learning that energy should flow, not be locked away, learning that it doesn't need to oversave all the time. But let's go deeper, because something psychological is happening too. Most people believe their body is working against them when it holds onto fat or feels slow. But that's not resistance. That's protection. Your body is not broken. It is intelligent. It is responding to patterns, not emotions. It doesn't understand goals like lose weight or get fit. It understands signals like activity, stress, rest, and consistency. So when you walk regularly, you are not forcing your body to change. You are communicating with it. And here's something most research supports in simple terms. Even moderate daily walking can significantly increase insulin sensitivity and improve how muscles utilize stored energy over time. Not because the body is being pushed, but because it is adapting to repeated gentle demand. But this is where a silent consequence appears. If you remain inactive for long periods, your body doesn't become more efficient in a good way. It becomes conservative in a restrictive way. Energy use slows down. Movement feels harder because the system is optimized for stillness, not action. And over time, that becomes your default setting. But here's the shift. Consistency changes the entire system. Not intensity, not punishment, consistency. With repeated walking, your body begins rewiring its internal expectations. It stops treating movement as rare. It starts treating it as normal. Your mitochondria become more efficient. Your muscles become better at extracting energy. Your cardiovascular system becomes smoother. Even your baseline energy level during the day begins to rise. This is adaptation in real time. And the transformation is not just physical, it's behavioral. Because when your body feels lighter in energy usage, your mind follows. You move more without thinking. You sit less without effort. You stop fighting fatigue and start flowing with energy. And that changes everything. So what you are really seeing is not just fat metabolism or calorie use. You are seeing an internal system shifting its identity from conservation to circulation, from saving energy to spending it intelligently. And when that happens, your body stops feeling like a resistant machine. It starts feeling like a responsive system. Because your body isn't broken, it's responding. And walking is not just movement. It is a signal that tells your internal economy you can start spending again.